Welcome to Doing Learning. I'm your host tonight, Daniel, and with me, McKyler. Say hi to the folks, McKyler.
Hi to the folks.
Woo!
Woo!
This is our big 5-0 episode. Doesn't necessarily mark a year, but
because we took the end of the year off.
Right. But
'tis the season. Twas the season.
What? I like that.
'Twas the season.
'Twas the season. Because technically that is a word, right? 'Twas.
I mean, 'twas the night before Christmas, so there's precedent, certainly.
Anyways, don't edit that out, editors. Edit it out.
No.
Yeah, 50 episodes.
Congratulations, Daniel. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool.
Woo, woo. Cheers.
Salute.
Salad.
Salad.
That's what you say, right? Salad.
Yeah. It means health.
It does.
Salad means health in Spanish.
I guess I've never really thought about it.
Think about it.
I thought of a couple ideas of what to do when it came to this episode. I think we had talked about it of like, oh, what are you going to do? It's like,
I put a lot of pressure on you.
And I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's a bad thing because I think it is a big deal.
It is a big deal.
It's special. It's 50 episodes is a lot. It's awesome. With that being said, I started like going down the rabbit hole of like what to do.
Okay.
I was like, 50, what can we do for 50 episodes? I started thinking about like, oh, maybe I can talk about 50 cool things. Or, along those lines, right?
50-hour marathon podcast. Yes.
And that is what we're doing. So
yes, that's
strap in, everybody.
It's under the amount of content we've made so far.
Because this is going to be a marathon.
Do you think we could do that?
Like legally or actually just...
No, like if you and I could handle it.
I'm not going to speak for you.
I think we could.
But I think I could do it.
I think... but man, it would be so hard. Because I think we could do it.
I think staying up is the big part, right? Because I think as far as talking, we have enough. We talk all the time.
We could find out something. We could find games we could play. We could, who knows, watch a movie.
Yeah.
Does that count? I don't know.
I mean, if we kind of talk about it and...
Yeah. Movie club, book club.
Yeah, we can definitely do it.
I think we could do it.
Yeah, maybe that's the next one.
No, I don't want to do it. I think we could do it.
The next 50.
Okay. For 100, we'll do 50. Yep. All right.
But in keeping with that, I wanted to then look up things that were turning 50. Things that maybe we don't realize that are 50 or things that...
Sure. So this is
either surprised that we're 50.
So things born in 1976?
1976, yes.
Okay.
Yes, but no. Because then I started like looking into it, right? I started researching and there's a lot of cool things that happened in 1976. A lot of things. And I think things that it would be a disservice to like kind of skip over some things that are really cool to talk a little bit more about other things. And, typically we only record for an hour.
Yep.
So I don't think it would have been a good idea to try to get 50 things.
So we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think
we don't want to talk about uncool things and pretend that they're as cool things. I do hope that some examples sneak in a little bit here.
Definitely. Because I just really wanted to take this more of a conversation-esque of 50 episodes. It's nice to reflect back on our episodes, right? But I also wanted to be like, okay, if we reflect back on our episodes, why not just reflect back on the last 50 years? Like the contrast between what we do today versus 50 years ago.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of like a day in the life of somebody 50 years ago. In 1976.
Okay.
So I think that I don't know what topic we're going to put on this, I don't know.
So far, I think it's 1976.
Yeah.
Or 50 question mark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. But I like the openness of the idea. I like kind of sitting back, playing and just talking about some of the topics.
Yeah. No, and I mean, the last time we did Day in the Life, that was Hoover Dam.
Right.
Which I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till we go to the disco.
The disco.
We go to the disco?
That's what I was
roller
saying.
Rink? I don't know what else.
We're just going to kind of go. I have a little bit of it, but then after it's kind of open-ended.
Okay.
But here's the thing that I wrote down. Like a normal, I took it as a normal, middle class.
Okay. Yeah. If you're going
family.
back to 1976, whose Day in the Life?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's a little bit different.
A little bit different. Yes.
So we're going for middle of the bell curve.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. This person,
Did you name the person?
No, I don't have my right tab.
Oh, you know what? If we're going to be Day in the Life, we got to figure out what was the most common name.
Okay.
From 1976.
Okay.
And not baby names. This would be like our age. So what was the most common name in 1946? The most common baby name?
Oh, that is interesting.
Because we'd be 30.
30, yeah.
Whatever, in 1976. Okay, this is getting involved. This is fun.
Common name in 1946, right? 1946.
Yeah, male baby name.
Male. So we got James, Robert, John, William, Richard, David, Michael, Charles.
Number one is James?
James.
Okay, so we're James. What's our last name?
James Robert.
Yes. James Robert?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it because
not like Roberts.
No,
James Robert.
Robert.
Okay. That's the episode title.
James Robert. People are going to be so confused. James Robert, 1976.
The man of 1976. All right, here we are. Nice to meet you, James.
So, thank you. I'm just waking up for work. And
what time?
5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
5 o'clock in the morning, waking up. As soon as I do, I can already smell the coffee brewing.
Oh, yeah.
It's already being made.
Someone's brewing it for us?
Yes.
Mrs. James? No, wait. Mrs. Robert?
Mrs. Robert.
Okay.
Has already been up for about an hour.
Wow.
And she's getting breakfast, got breakfast started. And the coffee is a brewing. So nice. Get ready, get down.
Little Folgers action?
Little Folgers. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. If we're comparing and contrasting, this is the cool, I think, for me, discovering, coffee was source. It was just more of that's what you do always, right? You get your coffee. There's no fluff about it. You brew it. It doesn't matter if it's
okay, sure.
Yeah. It's always going to be drip.
It's not so snobby and involved as it can be.
Yeah, because like if you do it today, some might be like, oh, I'm going to do a little pour over in the morning. Or like,
dude, go look in my kitchen how many different ways I have to make coffee.
So that's one of the things that I like reflected back on, just one of the most simpler, which is, yes, it's one of the most simpler things. Like the first thing you wake up to coffee. Yeah. We still do that nowadays.
Yep.
And a lot of people still do the little Mr. Coffee.
Yeah.
Put it in.
I mean, it's always
program it for the morning.
It's all reliable, man.
Oh yeah.
It's not going to knock your socks off, but it's always just does what it needs to do.
The only thing that's changed in that aspect is that we've elevated it, right? We've taken something that was routine and not necessarily necessary, but what's the right word? Like habitual? Is that
sure? Maybe almost ritual.
Yes, like it was part of your day. Yeah. And now I feel like a lot of it is or can be a lot about status.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, I'm nothing without my coffee.
Yes.
Like for a lack of a better term, the Instagramness of coffee.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that because I would say I am 100% a coffee snob and I will talk to you about coffee if you indulge me, but like you don't know what's in my cup because it's just my mug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And I'm quite the opposite. I'm just like, give me whatever coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, as I was not creating, but looking and making this character, right? I found it crazy, a lot of similarities of like how I used to be, you know, like,
okay,
like
sure.
Waking up, getting that, like maybe not like my wife making coffee for me,
sure,
but like getting to work at 5 a.m, 5:30 in the morning. Either I'm the first one there and I'm brewing the coffee, or the night crew has just brewed a fresh one to drive
there you go.
on the way home, and you just grab whatever
there you go,
coffee's over.
Yep.
And I'm like, a lot of things haven't changed, and yet the stretch of time, there's such a big gap. And I don't know, it's like kind of connecting you to what it was.
Sure.
But I don't know, it was just a weird, simple realization to me, right?
Yeah. It's kind of it's almost like having a relationship with James Robert.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like, okay.
we am him.
And I was like, okay, what kind of work does James Robert do?
Yep.
And
yeah, where are we commuting to here?
Most likely we are in the heart of what, and we're sticking to the US of A.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do we live? Does it matter?
It doesn't matter because
gosh, we should decide.
Here's
this matters to me, Daniel.
Okay, here's the overarching umbrella of what our job is.
Yeah, describe it and then we'll see if we can figure out where we are.
So manufacturing, that's the biggest thing for a middle class worker. Okay. So we got to think auto parts, steel, machinery, or appliances.
Okay.
So
I'm feeling we're like in we're in like Springfield or something. I don't know how much industry they have there though. I'm feeling Midwest.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm feeling pretty Midwest right now.
Springfield, that's Alabama? No. What am I thinking?
Mobile? Honestly, I don't know what you're thinking. Springfield,
oh no. I'm thinking of, I don't know why when Forrest Gump tells Jenny to go back to Greenville, is that
Greenville?
Greenville, Alabama.
Or is it Mississippi?
Oh,
I don't know. I've spent very little time. I don't think I've been to either Alabama or Mississippi.
I've never
been. No, have I been to Illinois? No. Indiana. Drove through like the little corner of it. So it counts.
But okay, let's just say Midwest, okay?
Okay.
So we're there.
I'm feeling Springfield right now. We'll see if I change my mind.
So
I'm gonna look it up on the side.
This is what we do, right? We're one of these jobs, which kind of it still resonated with me a lot because growing up I did a lot of production work, right?
Yes.
And I was like, okay, like it's crazy. Like we are still kind of doing the same thing, different era-ish, same thing. And being this class, you usually are still working a 5 days a week, 8-hour day. 40 hours, right?
Old school.
Still, a lot of people nowadays are still
pretty normal.
Yeah. Still doing this. Which is kind of crazy to think about. Like the only caveat that I had, like the differences between what I used to do and this was that sometimes I was working 55 to 60 hours. Yeah. And then I read a little bit more and then it says, and then overtime available on Saturdays and sometimes mandatory.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. So
the boss coming in with his little short tie. What's our boss's name?
Oh, it has to be something like
Gary.
There we go. Gary.
Yeah. I was thinking about Gary, Indiana.
Oh, is that what you were thinking?
For a while, but it works for a boss that we just don't really like him.
Yeah.
We've been trying to ask him for vacation time in 3 months and he won't give it to us, but he gave it to Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. How jacked up was
Yeah,
that?
come on, Charles.
We worked just as hard, if not harder.
But like the work, it's predictable. You go in, you do your work,
clock in, clock out,
but it's stable. That's why you're good. You know, you're stable. You're good. And outside of that, you know, besides the 9 to 5, which is, it's cool because it still happens today. Like, what do you, McKyler, like what kind of hobbies do you have once you leave work? What do you like to do? Like, what would you say, like, maybe your top 3 things are, like, that you enjoy doing as a hobby?
This is a big one. This one takes up some time. That's a good one. Everybody knows I like birds.
Yeah.
So that's a thing. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I float on the last one. I'm kind of in a transitional period in my life. Okay. You know this.
Yeah.
So what have I been doing? I walk my dog. Cook some dinner, hang out with the wife.
There you go.
That's life. I don't know if that's hobbies. That's just like, that's how I live my life.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else is my hobbies? I feel like, honestly, you know, the stuff that we've been into lately and like with the podcast, it's fun because it's not just one hobby. It's like a lot of hobbies.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
I agree.
In addition to doing the recording, like I got to look up and do all the research on gear and how to do editing and like all of that kind of stuff. So that one probably as a cop-out counts for more than just one. It also does account for a lot of my time, but gosh, right now those are, I don't know if I really have a solid third one.
Right.
I don't know if right now I have a solid third one.
Okay. I mean, and that's fine. And because like,
I feel like I'm forgetting something and I'm going to get corrected.
I mean, I can't correct you. Like, that's your hobbies. I can't be like, hey, like, no, you should have this hobby. But what I came to find out, and I'm gonna pause right here and just say, like, when I say like what I found out or what I read and stuff, like, I tried my darn tootiness, you know, to really like get personable stories, but it's really hard when I don't actually know a lot of people from that.
Yeah. How are you going to do research on, somebody, just somebody? Yeah.
So everything I did was more like a generalized idea. Yeah. So I know this doesn't fit everybody.
We're the middle of the bell curve, man.
This is a generalized idea. There was some stuff that, you know, on the open end part that we'll talk about, like I went into like Reddit and like, you know, there's a subreddit called Ask Old People, which is
Reddit, man. Of course.
So it's so cool to hear kind of firsthand accounts of what that decade was like.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, the general consensus for like a male that went to work.
What is James Roberts' hobbies?
His hobbies consist of tinkering in his garage, so fixing things.
Okay.
Sports, and just TV in general. Just like, because it's just like, to me, I understand. We do this, you do this, I do this. We come home from work and sometimes there's a project that needs to be done around the house.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it's not my favorite thing because I just got home from work.
Yeah. It feels like it's more work.
It's more work. But the fact that the consensus was most men in the 50s, their hobbies was to keep working, which is pretty consistent with kind of like some of the older men in my life. They just, once they get off of work, their work doesn't stop.
Busy.
When they keep tinkering, they keep working, which is, I think that's one of the biggest shifts that I've seen. Like we don't put that at the forefront of our hobbies, right? We put it as like a thing we do on the side that is necessary every now and then.
Right. And I gotta figure one of the biggest reasons, other than culture and stuff, just morphs and changes. But nowadays, just so much more is more accessible.
Yeah.
So I gotta figure it's like, I would rather dink around and, you know, like, I don't know, I'll go like whip together a website or figure out how to do this.
Right.
watch YouTube on some weird skill that like I have no business. Like I have no, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I can't even think of anything of like, like one guy, every now and again, I'll watch him. He like tests out axes, like chopping logs.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like, oh yeah, I wonder what makes a good axe, or you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. But yeah, I just think it's more accessible, and I would rather do that stuff than work more.
Right.
I already worked all day. I don't know, but yeah, stuff needs to get done too.
Yeah, I do have a thing here that I want to send to you. I think you'll find this pretty awesome. Let me airdrop it to you real quick.
Do it. Drop it via the air.
And so we could, James, right?
James
Robert either has already done this in the morning, or you're sitting down after work and you're reading this.
The sports scoreboard. Yeah, man.
McKyler,
this is bringing up some brain things.
Do you want to read something? Because
I do. You want me to read it?
Yeah. So we'll just pretend that you're reading the sports scoreboard. And this is cool because this is a page from the New York Times from 50 years ago today.
The Nuggets. Is that one? Did you want me to read one of them?
Yeah, go ahead. Like if you went,
is fun.
If you scrolled through the newspaper 50 years ago today,
I would be looking at the Nuggets, I guess, because everything else is Canucks, Wings. Like, I don't care about the Sabres. Where'd it go? The Colonels versus the Squires. Is that the ABA? Dude, that's ABA.
Oh,
I'd be into the ABA. I would have been into the ABA. Yeah. James Robert, though, he probably cares about the Sabres.
The Sabres.
Buffalo versus Los Angeles Kings. Oh, because anyway, that got me thinking, because the Kings were not there for a while, but then they came back somewhat recently. And it's dumb because they are really good. Mm-hmm. But basically, since they were a new team, they kind of got to make, I can't remember exactly how it worked out, but they like a bunch of other teams had to give them their players, and then they got to draft a whole bunch of people. So they basically got immediately right into like the top 5 teams. So anyway, that's a little complaint. And they're Las Vegas now, which is lame. I don't know. They're LA, Las Vegas, whatever. This is hard to read. Buffalo, Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
It's got like a little scoreboard thing. Like they both scored in the first period, 2 goals in the second period, and then they each scored 1 in the third period. Final score 4-2. First period 1. Buffalo. Lawrence 13. Something. Probably the assists at 14:59. I mean, it's just like, it's the books, right? I mean, it's just the stats. Second period 3. Buffalo. Martin, number 43, assisted by so-and-so and Robert. Hey, that's me.
That's me.
I did it.
You're famous.
Oh, I'm not a hockey player. And I'm not from New York. Whatever.
Oh my God.
This is cool. No, this is fun because this is from, like exactly 50 years ago.
So
NIT lineups. Am I missing something on this too? Because I feel like this is just something fun.
No, this is just something like you would literally like go down and be like,
who scored tonight?
Who do I want? Or who scored? Like, let me,
I guess.
Yeah, because you would want to know to like kind of talk to people or like be in the know.
Did you catch the score last night?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like not, yeah.
Which is another comparison that I had to today. You know, like I'm not the biggest sports fan, right?
Sure.
Like I watch sports. I do have a football team, right? And whatnot.
Sure.
But I'm not dedicated like a lot of people are that just know a lot of stats, right?
I've got some coworkers and they're like, they follow all the trades and it looks like somebody's going to do this. And I don't know about this. And, this is their diet. Like, no.
Right. But for me, for like nowadays, like you've said we have Instagram, right? Like it'll give me a bunch of highlights and everything, but that's literally, I would say, a pretty dang close comparison to like literally picking up this newspaper, looking through the scores and be like,
real quick.
Like, hey, I didn't watch the whole game, but I know that, quarter one, this happened, this or this, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Or you could real quick look, Lawrence had a good game.
Yep. Exactly.
Something like that. I don't know. This, dang, the where'd it go? The Colonel scored 130 points. Nice job.
Yeah. So this is without offending anybody, but this is the quote unquote Instagram feed of that day, right? Like this is what you would go and flip through.
Yeah.
And kind of see a snippet of what went on if you didn't have time to like watch everything, which I honestly, this is what I would read into because I am not a sports person, but I want to go into work the next day to at least be able to talk to somebody. Like if they're like, hey, this and this, like, oh no, this, I know the score. Or I know this. Oh,
you at least know they won.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get to catch the game. It looked like it was a good one. It was a close score.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about this though, Daniel? Like this is the way that this is written is pretty cool. Like it's very much the stats book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they've always kind of done it like this, but I absolutely remember doing this and like looking at these as a kid.
Like
when like my parents still got the newspaper.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Check out I would look at like the Rockies score or whatever.
Right.
So I mean, this is, that transition to the Instagramness or whatever is pretty recent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's only within like the last 10, 15 years, maybe.
Yeah. Which is, dude, it's crazy to me because like you said, without deviating too much, but it's newspaper. I remember going out of my home when I was younger and picking up the newspaper and seeing in the front page that we had gotten Bin Laden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
remember that. What? Yeah.
I remember picking up the paper and I was like, what?
2009?
Yeah. It was somewhere around there. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like,
yeah, that's how you found out.
That's how you found out.
It was delivered to your mailbox.
Yeah.
And happened yesterday, not 8 seconds ago. You know what I mean? Like,
that's literally the only difference. Like,
it's crazy.
It's kind of like the coffee thing, right? It's just like we have kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but it's just the same idea in a pretty different way.
Yeah, and I know that, like, I feel like most people nowadays are like, like.
Yeah.
But here's the thing you don't understand. Like, or maybe aren't fully grasping for our grandparents, it's not a big duh.
Yeah. Right.
To them, that was this. To them nowadays, just being able to look something up that quick and know something about that quick.
It's wild.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And it should be wild to it still.
Yes. And every now and again, not all the time, usually rather infrequently, I would say, I do think about it of just like the other day I had to look up, there was something going on at the airport and I was trying to figure out if there was power outages being reported.
Okay.
And this was like within minutes, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, what's going on over there? And you can find it.
Yeah.
There wasn't, it was a little bit odd. I couldn't find a whole ton, but I did find some stuff.
Right.
And it's just like, that instant ability to find whatever that's crazy.
Yeah. But what I sometimes do is like, I will have a question in my mind, right? That I want to know about.
Yeah.
And I know 1,000% that I can look it up. I know I have the power and ability to look it up.
Right in your pocket.
But I keep myself from doing that to get either to work or to somebody that I know is knowledgeable about a lot of things. Sure. And I just ask them that.
Yeah.
And then I'm not faulting anybody, but it's just habit. They just go straight to your phone. Oh, well, I'm like, no.
What do you?
Like,
Interesting.
I don't want to Google it. Like I could have done that.
Yeah.
I just want to have a conversation and what our thoughts and opinions are. And then we can go to the Google machine and then find out. But let's have a conversation, which I think is cool. A little bit of what kind of gets lost with.
Absolutely. I mean, my thought when you said that is if we're all just going to do that, then we all kind of mush into kind of the same person.
Right.
Like, that's why, I don't know, other places do this too, but like kind of why American culture is kind of just squashed into mush.
Yeah.
Like, there's kind of not much there. I don't know. It's weird. Less personality.
Yeah.
I think.
Which is kind of crazy to me because these people, James Robert, he did the same thing every morning.
Yeah.
Gets up, goes down, either reads his newspaper, he has his breakfast, gets his lunch, gets his coffee, goes to work to his 9 to 5 job, and then comes back, tinkers. Like, it's routine.
Yeah.
But I feel like the conversations had with each other were a lot more broad and a lot more extensive as well.
They were at least more active.
Yes.
You know, as like people participating in them.
Right.
I think that's what I appreciate a lot about what you're doing is like, it's like, no. Like, let's actively, I want to know what's going on in your brain.
Yeah.
Not what your thumbs can find in a few seconds.
Which is, so the conversation piece, I think we've lost a little bit. But that's why I really appreciate like stuff like this.
Yeah.
We do a lot of research, but you don't look up anything that I'm looking up.
Yeah. I have no idea what you've got going on either.
So the conversations that we have just kind of flow a little much better instead of like, oh, let's just look it up. Of course, we do look up stuff because we're genuinely curious about it.
Yeah. Because we don't know the answer either. Like, I'm happy to weigh in, but if I have no idea, I will guess, but then we will check.
Right. Exactly. But I just thought that was cool. This is like, if you were to read the newspaper, and I think I failed to realize that because I just put on the Thursday, like 50 years ago.
Yeah, sure.
So this is March 18th.
Right.
So I wish I would have gotten the March 19th, but that's fine.
Boo. There goes everybody, just stop listening.
You can go ahead and I don't need this because it's fully. You can go ahead and pick and choose. What article are you reading from the front page of the New
which
York
one
Times?
catches my eye?
Yeah, which one? Like, you can scroll down or whatever, and they actually do a good job. Like, if you click on the story you want, it'll say on the side on.
Okay. Oh my gosh, it's in Illinois. Ford and Carter amass delegates in Illinois races. Oh, there's a murder trial. That sounds interesting.
Like, we get our news so quickly, but I don't know. I feel like having news in physical form is just something, I can't put the words to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, something tangible that you can kind of flip through. Like, I do it in D&D all the time. I know that you do it too. Like, we can easily have access to a digital book. Like, we can buy the digital copy. Right. We can kind of click through it.
Yep.
But when it comes for us to actually DM, I think we both we agree that having the physical book is so much easier and so much faster and so much more.
Yeah, it's just having that tactile aspect of it makes it feel more real.
Right.
I think it's like an actual experience.
Right.
I don't know. That's fun though. That's cool. You can like click the articles and stuff. That's really fun.
Maybe it's just me, but it was a little difficult to navigate the New York Times. I was trying to like look up specific dates and stuff.
Oh.
And the way that they have it set up is just not intuitive to me.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking that's a ton of data. Like, they have all of their newspapers for the last.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know how far back it goes, but I mean, at least 50 years right now.
Yeah. And it probably fits on a thumb drive.
Which is insane.
Crazy. But how cool is that?
Some cool things that were happening because you remember I said I started looking up a bunch of things, like cool things happening here, cool things happening there. Look, here's the whole newspaper. It's crazy. They have like literally every single ad of the newspaper, the front page and every.
So it's the front page and then it's like 8 pages of ads.
Yes. I'm just like, how am I supposed to? It took me so long to figure out where the sports section was. But I'm guessing like once you like know the newspaper, they just go straight to the section, it's always right?
Pretty the same or similar.
Right. So big things that happen. I got really disappointed in myself because I consider myself a big movie fan, right? Like,
yeah,
I
sure.
love watching
I would say
movies.
you're a big movie fan too. Yeah.
And I love watching older movies too, because I just appreciate them a lot. Right?
Sure.
Big hits from this era. What do you
Star Wars.
No.
It's close.
Close. It's the year so you would definitely be seeing either what are they called? Previews for Star Wars, because Star Wars coming out in 1977.
Oh, dang.
So it's literally that next year coming out. So eventually you would see it.
Dang, I was close.
But
I don't know that I can get a much better guess than that.
I think
I'm trying to think, and all the ones coming to my mind I think are like 80s or even into the 90s.
I know for sure I'm gonna know at least probably the top 3.
No.
They're pretty
70s.
They're pretty big movies, and I'm very disappointed I've only seen one of them. At least
have I seen them?
I don't know.
I know them, but
I know you for sure. If not, then I just don't know you. I know for sure you've seen one, but as far as the other 2, I would say there's a high likelihood that you have.
Okay. Gosh, I don't even know what to guess now.
But
The Grinch.
The Grinch. I like went through a bunch of like different websites to see what their top 15 were.
Yeah.
And
see if they agree.
Yeah. Unanimously, they all agreed on one. Basically, it was always on their top 3. So,
and this is 76.
Yes.
Okay.
And so because it was consistently in the top 3, I consider that one the number 1.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then there was another one that was consistently in the top 5. So I consider that one the number 2.
I see what you're getting at.
And the third one, it was kind of a toss up, but I think it deserves to be in the third one because as far as impact, I think it had a big impact.
Okay.
There are some other ones that are really cool.
This is driving me nuts because I can't think. I think all the ones I can think of are like 80s movies.
I was surprised. I really was. So we'll just do the number 3, which I think can be interchanged with a lot of other movies.
Right.
So like probably an honorable mention that I think could be number 3 as well. At least for my.
Okay, so we're starting with honorable mention and then number 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood's The Enforcer.
Okay.
So big one, a big thriller for that era. Number 3.
Yeah.
Rocky. The original Rocky came out in 76.
Okay.
So I'm like, look at that. I would have definitely gone to go see that one.
Is that the one you've seen?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the one I've seen.
Okay. I've seen that one too.
See, I knew you would see it.
I'm James Robert, man. I've seen him. I've seen him.
The second one, and of course I'm not seeing, I think it's called, I can't see the name, but I think it's called All the President's Men.
Yeah. I have heard of it. I don't think I've seen it.
I have heard of it as well. Never seen it. And I'm like, that's too bad.
So either I'm missing out or 76 was not a rock and roll movie year. It did have Rocky though. So, and that's not number 1. So
yeah. And then
not that it is the best movie ever, but it is fun.
Right. The number 1 movie that seems to be on everybody's list, like, even on the list where they put it way lower, it still made the list. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yep.
Taxi Driver.
Oh, with De Niro?
Yeah.
Okay, that was 76?
That was 76.
I like that. It was a weird movie.
I've never seen it.
It's you should watch it.
Yeah.
It's very much like a cult movie.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of.
I mean,
it's like kind of absurdly dark when it doesn't need to be. It's pretty cool.
For me, like the reason that it upsets me that I've never seen it is the fact that I know, and I didn't know I knew it from this. It's like
the most common line that he's ever said.
You talking to me?
Yep.
You talking like,
yeah,
dude. I didn't know where that's from, but that it is so popular that it's still like people recognize
iconic.
It. Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't know where it's from. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why I watched it. I saw that and I was like, I've never even heard of that movie. And I guess he was like he improv that. Like I don't even like he was trying to get into character and like the camera's happening to be rolling or something like that. Yeah. So it's just the whole thing is like a weird scene. But that whole movie it's really interesting. It's very interesting. But I liked it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it. Like I think there's nothing around it. I need to see it.
It does not go where you think it might go, but it's.
I honestly don't even like.
What would you even guess?
Yeah, what?
Like it kind of makes sense. Like okay, it's about a taxi driver. What do you think it's about? All the weird people he meets.
You're right.
But then he kind of gets invested in certain ones. So,
and then just to kind of continue the trend a little bit of popular things or things that happen.
Oh yeah.
Books always a good, like a big thing, right?
Stephen King.
No, there was
no, come on. He was writing books.
I mean, I'm sure, but like, I did not see very like Stephen King as a name that like did not come up as like the top books of 76.
I might be a little early. Nope.
What do you
Oh, it just happened that he didn't in 74. Or sorry, in 76. In 74, he wrote Carrie.
Okay.
75, Salem's Lot, and 77, The Shining.
Ah.
So the reason he didn't publish in 76 is because he was writing The Shining.
Yep.
So there you go.
That makes sense.
All right. That's a point for me. I'll take it.
These are other books. I mean, these are books that are. They made a lot of the list, right?
Sure. So then they probably are going off of sales.
Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is I've read none of these.
Oh,
that's my guess.
I've not read any of them, but I would, if I was a betting man, I would bet that you have heard of definitely one.
Heard of one. Okay.
And possibly have seen the movie adaptation of that book.
Okay. Well, just one in particular.
One in particular.
But it was not a top 4 movie.
No. No. Well, not because they didn't come out in the same year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Touche.
So the number one book was Sleeping Murder by Agatha Christie.
Oh, okay. Agatha Christie. That makes sense. I haven't heard of that book, but of course.
But yeah, I didn't realize how big of a name she was.
Oh, geez.
And I was just like, then I went down I went down a lot of rabbit holes, but it was, I couldn't do a lot of rabbit holes for this. So I just went so shallow.
Yeah, I get it.
And I was just like, oh my gosh.
I think
Agatha,
you probably owe it to yourself to read one of them.
Yeah.
But I mean, she wrote so many books.
I mean,
and they made like 2 of her movies recently.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Murder on the Orient Express was a pretty recent movie.
She wrote a lot of. She's considered one of the best
prolific.
Yeah, like mystery,
and they're good.
Writer. Yeah,
they're really good.
So I'm just like, I need to at least, like you said, read one.
Yeah,
but it's crazy that like this is what happened. What was happening in 76, 50 years ago. This was one of the books to read. Yeah. And I feel like now still worth reading.
And maybe that book in particular, I don't know, but definitely Agatha Christie.
Right.
Yes.
The next one, Trinity by Leon Uris. I don't know if
I don't think so. Sounds
cool. And then the one that I think that and
it's coming up.
It's in 4th.
Okay.
So,
okay.
And then 1876 by Gore Vidal. I don't know if you.
Wow, and the 100th anniversary, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
I've heard of Vidal.
I
don't know why that one's gonna bug me.
These were all big names. I mean, are big names.
I'm gonna look that one up because I don't know why. It's just gonna bug me that I don't know what it's about. It's about the United States centennial year.
Yeah.
Focusing on political corruption, high society, and disputed 1876 presidential election. That sounds kind of interesting to me. That probably does not sound interesting to a lot of people, but it sounds very interesting to me.
But
I didn't know there was controversy on 1876. Let's go.
So yeah, these would be the books that would be coming out this year that would, like you said, probably interest you, and you'd be like, I'm going to go read that.
Yeah,
so
okay. This is a lot different than like what's topping the shelves nowadays.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They're like, there is not enough nasty stuff going on in this book. Not enough fairies, and they're not doing weird stuff.
Yeah, dude, I agree, because
dragon, whatever.
Not to be to like, whatever.
Let's alienate him, Daniel.
But I like,
not for me.
I've asked people that like read that kind of book, like, oh, have you?
Why do you like it?
Well, like, have you read 50 Shades? Like,
sure, yeah,
right,
yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's too tame for me.
Oh, what?
I'm like,
you gotta bring it. Okay.
I was like, what? So it's very different with like the top. I think maybe this is like the content.
You couldn't even find that at like a Barnes and Noble or a Target. Like you can just go buy it. Like whatever.
Yeah, content.
I'm putting my soapbox to the side over here real quick.
But here's the one that I know for a fact you've heard.
Yep.
There's the fact that you've heard of it because, one, very popular. Two, because it's part of the Mandela effect. Regime.
Okay. So I have false memories of it? Yeah. Let's find out.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a very big one it was a big shock to me when I heard it.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, now I'm like, oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Like, did you know this? I'm like, yes, I've heard that one already. Kind of thing, right?
Sure. Hit me with it.
Interview with the Vampire.
Huh. I've heard of it. I have a Mandela effect about it.
Do you?
Is it? I don't know. Is it real?
Is the Mandela effect real? I mean, Mandela effects are real.
Was it? But it's like I'm misremembering it.
Yeah.
So it's not an interview. It's a interrogation. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Do I know this one? Tell me what the thing is, because I feel like I'm failing.
Well, it's Interview with the Vampire. That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
But most people remember it Interview with a Vampire.
Oh, but it's with the
Vampire.
Huh. That's so subtle.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just wouldn't have ever noticed.
But it's like...
It is different, though.
So
Vampire and the Vampire.
Right. Because I've never read the book. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah.
But I knew, like, I've always thought it was Interview with a Vampire. Like,
sure.
I almost, like, remember the voice, the famous voice that always narrated every single freaking preview of every movie.
Yeah.
In a world or
yeah.
But, like, for the Vampire, I just, like, Interview with a Vampire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and when I heard that, the Vampire, I'm like, no.
You said it wrong.
That's wrong.
Huh. I would have heard that and thought like, oh, there's something odd about that. But I don't know that I ever would have pursued it any further than that.
But that was the big one that came out.
It was a book. Okay.
It was a book. Alongside with like that's an honorable mention. Alongside with just as equally, I think, because I don't think these count so much as to 76 because they came out later in the year. So they didn't have a chance to have that much big of an impact, right?
I see what you're saying.
As a top 3 because they came out earlier in the year. But the other honorable mention.
77 bestseller.
Exactly.
Potentially.
Potentially, yeah. The other honorable mention is Alex Haley's Roots. I don't know if you've ever seen
the movie. Familiar.
It's like a multiple part movie about
it sounds really familiar.
Life on a plantation or something like in the South.
I'm sure I've seen it at some point.
But yeah,
honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. 76 is not bringing it down. You know what I mean? Like there's some good things in there, but like this is not like it's not the best year for publication. I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would say is.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't say, like, if there's like 2 or 3 legendary status movies or books,
right.
like Rocky's legendary status.
Yeah.
Taxi Driver, no. I would say that's a cult classic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's in a category on in itself, of course.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly. But it's like, if you're, I don't know. I'm going to go do some other research of just like, what's the best year for books?
Yeah.
That's ever happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've asked this before about music too. Like what people think is like, in what year was the best music all around published? Like that kind of sort of thing. 76 is not, it's not S tier, man.
No, it most, from what I've so far said, it really isn't. Yeah. I mean, and I don't think there's any like redeeming really factor for like,
yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, all we had to do is wait until 77 when Star Wars and The Shining came out.
Exactly.
So
like, like how,
and not the movie, of course, the book.
Yeah. How can you compete with stuff like that? Because yeah, those
are legendary status. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. Like, exactly.
And I mean, I don't know if The Shining was a bestseller, but
I mean,
I would go out on a limb and guess.
I would go out on a limb and guess that yes, as well, because I mean, people still know The Shining, right? People like the Stanley Hotel became famous because of it, right?
Yeah.
And I know we talk about it a lot, but like people are kind of fear staying at there because of it, even though it was inspiration, but it wasn't like the location, right?
And I still think we should go spend a night there for the podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know what we would do, just watch the movie together or something, but yes. Like it like changed culture a little bit. You know what I mean? You were talking music, right? Top 3 music isk was Led Zeppelin's Presence, number 3. Okay.
Which I'm not very good. I'm not very good with music. I'm not even sure which one this one is.
I don't think that's it's not springing anything forth, right. But like that's the other kind of unfortunate thing too about we get to look back on a lot of this really good history and like the classics or whatever. Like by the time we even were exposed to Led Zeppelin, they already had greatest hits albums. You know what I mean? Right. So like we didn't get any of like the extra tracks niche, in the middle, and experience albums as a whole unless we go out and seek them.
Yeah.
But like that was just natural for folks living through the 70s for James Robert, you know?
Right, for James Robert. And another song that maybe James Robert is maybe he really, really liked, but then they're overplaying it on the radio and it gets a little overplayed.
The Macarena. I don't know when that came out.
The Eagles, Hotel California.
There you go. Okay.
So
that's what I'm talking about. Legendary status though.
Yeah, exactly. And then at number 1, this one has Stevie Wonder's song In the Key of Life. I don't know if I know this one.
Is that the song or an album? I should probably know that, but I don't.
I'm not sure.
Just to back up my own point.
Yeah.
Like this is what I'm talking about. I did like legendary book years, 1950 to 2000. Who wins? 1954. I gotta agree is definitely up there.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring, and The Two Towers.
Big.
And then that coming out right after that is Return of the King.
Yep.
Lord of the Flies.
Oh, what? Yep.
Was
huge.
And then Chronicles of Narnia. At least some of the books. I'm not exactly sure which ones, but
I mean,
that's what I'm talking about.
Like, so
that's
big
a good year for books.
I mean,
man.
Growing up, we read the books, we got the movies. Lord of the Flies. I don't know nowadays because I'm not in the school system, but I grew up. It was required to read it in
freshman
school.
Year in high school.
Exactly. So it's like things that actually impacted.
So that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, 1976.
Yeah.
You did have Hotel California. You did not have Lord of the Rings.
I will tell you what big hitter they did have.
Okay. Bring it.
That is not just S tier, it's probably SS tier.
Oh, baby.
Like, if they're going to bring it, they brought it with this one thing.
Okay. This is what we worked the whole year for.
Yeah. Can you one guess
ever?
One guess of something that came out in 76 that was impactful and still to this day a big thing.
Do I have a category of any kind to work within, or just like something that changed daily life? Some kind of media, an event that happened.
I think that it very much changed daily life, and it shortened the affordability of things. Like it used to be for the rich and wealthy, but now every common man can come in.
Can come in?
Well,
can participate?
Can use it?
Okay.
Can come in and yeah. I mean,
something
at least more reachable, more attainable.
I mean, you talked about we were watching TV, but it's not TV, is it? That preceded this 76. When I don't know that anything phone related, because I don't know that I don't know, something with cars and airplanes, air travel.
I will say
DB Cooper.
I will say the car of the year. I kept hearing a lot about Pintos.
That's actually what came to my mind. I don't know. That's so weird. That's awesome. I don't know.
I'll give you a hint, and it's a big giveaway hint.
Okay.
We use them a lot for this podcast.
Microphones? Computers? We use them a lot?
Yeah.
What do we use?
Extensively for research.
The AI. No. Dang. That's a lot older than I thought. We use them a lot. Lava lamps. Do it. We use one. We don't use a lot of them. We use one, but we use it every episode. This seems so dumb that I don't know the answer to this. We use them? Headphones? Mics. Cables.
McKyler.
Mic stand, a table, computer, MacBook, Apple.
Apple was invented.
Okay. Oh, all right. We both have Apple computers.
Yeah.
All right. I just went down through our signal chain.
Yeah.
I knew I'd get there eventually.
I mean, I would say
that's pretty monumental.
It changed the course of everything.
Was that the first Apple computer?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
That is the Apple one that came out
in the computer.
Which I think if they had maybe one redeemable factor of the 76 year, I think that was it. Even Android people can agree Apple changed the game.
Yeah.
Like they
live in their own category.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of decidedly do that, but it's like Apple and then the other guys. And,
yeah.
I mean, the other guys have good stuff too, whatever.
Yeah.
They have their own thing. So,
notably bad things that happen.
Oh,
can you think of? I mean, there's a lot of bad things happening in the
70s.
In the 70s. What is one of the most prolific things happening around this era, like these decades? What's making headlines?
LSD. The thing that you told me about.
The MGK? No, MK Ultra?
MK Ultra. Watergate?
Watergate was a year before.
Dang it. I am so close to knowing something about 1976.
But I mean, Watergate's happening. The war's just ending. But a lot of things, what's making headlines around this decade?
Hippies.
Besides hippies. What is something that you think of? We have a lot of TV shows nowadays about it that they're coming up, but something that was a real true life fact of just living in the 70s and 80s.
The disco? I keep wanting to just talk about the disco. You got to talk about it at some point.
Serial killers.
Oh, you know what? This was the best time to be a serial killer because you could get so many people and they didn't have the technology to get you. This is right before. I mean, it's hard to be a serial killer nowadays. You don't hear about them.
No,
and that's why the threshold is so low to be considered one. It's like 2 or 3 murders or something like that. Which, like, whatever. This is, of course, not condoning serial killers,
for sure
but
not.
it is different.
Yes,
it is different. I mean, and those guys were brutal back in those days.
I wish I could remember this guy's name. I've definitely heard it in Small Town Murder before. Great podcast. If you guys haven't heard it,
super good,
it's so good. But it talks about he came home, like, kind of murdered his family, and is like at their like family ranch kind of thing, and then just dipped. So like they didn't find the bodies until like 10 days later or whatever it was, or I don't know. But that one was a big one. I can't remember his name, but the big one that happened in 76, Son of Sam. I mean, just like that was the big. I mean, it's so big. We know the name, you know. Like, maybe we don't know the details, like as detailed as somebody like James Robert would know, right? Because this would be happening
in the papers and stuff.
Yeah, he's like looking like, oh my gosh, what is happening? Like he's looking like continuously chasing that, because. But at the same time, now that I think about it, this stretch of decade, right? There were so many serial killings happening. Do you get kind of demonetized on that? Kind of like nowadays, like where, oh, there was another thing here, another thing here.
Oh, desensitized?
Desensitized. Sorry, not demonetized. Desensitized.
You probably would get demonetized if you're a serial killer. Man, I wonder. Because I was just thinking about that too. Because I'm like, okay, you said that, and I'm like, okay, let me go through all of the heinous acts. Which one was Son of Sam? You know what I mean? Because like there was this one, and there was that one, and there was this guy, and I don't know. Maybe you do kind of get used to it. I'm like, oh, there's another one out there.
Yeah.
Or is it still terrifying every time? I don't know.
Yeah, because that to me, because I think the 70s and 80s are a really cool time. I always like, man, I wish I was born then because there's so much cool stuff happening.
Very transitional.
Yeah. But at the same time, for whatever reason, as much as I like the history of like crazy things, right?
Yeah.
I always forget that there's the bad side of history.
Yeah. Yeah.
And serial killers, I would say,
they're bad. They are not good.
They're the top, or very much top of a lot of people's list of like the bad things that happened that year.
Yeah.
Or those, that stretch of years, right?
Yeah. So the situation being good for serial killers is not overall not good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a hole there in the system.
Right. So it's just like, woo. Yeah. Like,
yeah. I'm glad that I don't have to like worry about that really.
Yeah. Cause like, think about everyday life. If you're James, you're going to work every day.
Yeah.
But then you're also hearing about serial killers every day.
Yeah.
You know? Like, not to say school shootings aren't bad. They're terrible. They're 100% terrible.
Yeah.
But if you're an adult nowadays, you're not in a school. So your chances of being in a school shooting diminish, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're not a parent,
right,
and you're an adult, you're like, yeah.
You're
not your chair, not your problem.
Yeah.
Kind of. Wow. That's an interesting thought. Okay.
But if you're an adult in the 70s with serial killers around, you just don't know. The wild card factor is so much bigger. You know what I mean? Of the chances of it happening to you are so much wider. Like,
yeah, especially some of those guys is somewhat seemingly random. I mean, just
Yeah, they have their
No
MO,
rhyme,
but
no
until
reason.
you figure out what that MO is,
Right.
so different. Like we can definitely relate because bad things happen every single decade.
Right.
But knowing that you had to go to work and possibly encounter somebody that's just gonna randomly,
And if we're in the Midwest too, definitely.
yeah,
Like, I don't know if there was serial killers in Springfield, but I mean, I think that they probably cruise through there.
yeah,
I don't know. I have no facts to back that up.
yeah.
It feels right.
So I mean, like a lot of the things we do today are similar but different.
Yeah.
I know I keep going back to that, but it's true. They're very similar, but not on this.
It's a Venn diagram, and the circles kind of for whatever topic they drift a little bit apart and a little bit closer than other ones, but
definitely. But now kind of getting away from James. Like I said, I wish I knew more people that actually grew up in that era.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's different reading averages. It's different reading headlines. It's different, reading something somebody researched or put together versus just hearing it from the horse's mouth,
Yeah.
what their experiences were. I wish I had access to more people around that age, which kind of, I want to ask you this question. Do you know very many people, I would say in their 60s right now, because then they would be around 10 years old, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
That you engage with daily? I would
daily,
or I guess more often than like I started thinking about it. Who can I message? Who can I text? Who can I ask about their kind of life?
10-year-olds in 76.
Yeah.
My parents.
I don't really have that because my mom was born in 71. So she would be,
there you go.
She'd be very, very young.
I have no idea. It's fine. Whatever.
I was 5 years old. I was 4 years old at the time or whatever. Yep. So it's like, don't have a good basis to ask about that time.
Yeah, I mean, other than my parents, I don't know, randos at work, maybe that just so happen to be, well, even then, like, because it's like teetering on retirement age now. Because we're talking 50 years ago and they're whatever. We're talking into the 60s.
Exactly.
Now. So if there are any at work, they're about out the door.
Yeah.
So other than. It's weird. It's like a very specific window.
Right. Because I figured that maybe your parents' friends that you.
Sure. Like, because that kind of ranges.
Because, exactly. So maybe then, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I wish I could, because I almost picked up my phone to I did pick up my phone to try to message somebody, but I was like,
wait a second.
No, they're not that old.
Like, what was 76? They're like, I don't know, jerk.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to go through that.
I'm born in 82.
So I'm just like, okay, that's a bummer. So I did the next best thing. I went to Reddit and just kind of
ask old people.
Yeah, ask old people. And I just wanted to see like what most people like were talking about, what they remember. What was the big thing for them, right?
Okay, what stuck out in 76?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a weird thing to just be like, Daniel, what stuck out to you in 2003?
I moved to Colorado.
Okay. So I just happened to pick a date, but okay.
Yeah.
I feel like if I picked the right number in there, you'd be like, I don't know. Was it 2004 or 2001 or what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, do your thing.
So
what was the deal in 76?
The biggest thing in 76, McKyler, do you recall what your class colors were?
My school is pretty uninventive, so it was some combination of red, black, white, silver. So and I don't know.
Right. It's probably close to what your school colors are, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
It's not like
That's why I said those. I was like, I kind of have no idea.
I would say the same thing for us, probably like white, green, black.
Yeah.
Kind of like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And which is very different. I don't know, maybe because we're smaller schools.
Yeah.
But maybe bigger schools, they act like the class has
their own colors. They have a flag.
Yeah, exactly.
They have their own microeconomy.
Yeah.
Some of these big schools, they do. Anyway.
1976, I can guarantee you across the US, the majority of their class colors, if not all their class colors, red, white, and blue.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
Why?
America.
That's
what I'm talking about.
And why was it that most of them, not all their class colors across the nation, was red, white, and blue?
There was a law signed in that made them.
Come on, 1976. What is it?
Oh, the thing, 200 years.
Bicentennial. The bicentennial was happening.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
And unanimously, a lot of people were like,
USA, baby.
Yeah, they were like, oh, I clearly remember class colors, red, white, and blue. And then it just like, it blew up. Everybody's like, oh yeah.
Me too.
Everything like leading up to it, like the whole town was like, they were saying like, it seemed like it puked red, white, and blue everywhere.
I feel like I might know where you're going with this,
but fire hydrants, everything was
USA, baby.
USA. Everything was that. Which was, it's crazy.
Small town USA.
I'm just like, that's something like that's experienced by everybody and at the same time kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you have like this collective memory.
Yeah, individually together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know, besides traumatic events.
I was going to say, I can think of some, but they're not good ones.
Besides traumatic events, I don't know if there's actually something
I know.
What is it?
Harlem Shake. Am I wrong?
Pause it right now. If you don't remember it, and if you do, you should already be doing a video.
And if you just went, oh my gosh. Am I wrong? Individually together and also on the internet.
I mean,
early, kind of like early.
Early. I think social media makes it very unfair for nowadays.
Yeah. I should say early social media, not early internet, because internet has been around for like a lot longer than that.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I think that's a cool, like everybody.
That's the best I got.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. I think the fact that everybody was like agreeing with this and they were like, they're like, oh yeah, for ours, I think it was boys wore blue, girls wore red, and honor students wore white. So I was just like, okay,
that's kind of fun. Ours are like red and white, like every year.
Yeah,
but also it wasn't the bicentennial.
Yeah,
so. But I don't know where you're going.
No, go.
We're talking about this being 50 years ago, Daniel. Do a little bit of math, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about a coworker about this, about some other stuff. But like not everybody. This year is the 250th birthday of the USA.
Right.
Whatever that fancy word is called. It's not a bicentennial. It's a
quarter.
Bi and a half centennial. No. But it's that.
Yeah.
But like, there's no preparations.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like our town's not going to do anything probably. I mean, maybe for the 4th of July, when we get closer, maybe we'll revisit this conversation. Bit bigger,
yeah.
But like, do you think the kids this year are doing red, white, and blue? Probably not. So that's a cool thing.
Yeah,
that they did that. Also, it's on the 250th year. It's not as cool as 200 or 300.
Right.
I don't know, but anyway, there's some other really interesting things that we will see in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
That are intervals of 100,
mm-hmm.
like 200 years since the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah.
200 years. Anyway, we're going to see that. So I find that very interesting. So
yeah, it would have been cool just to a little snippet of it just being there, experience how a small town teen is experiencing something the same as a big city teen, they're kind of going through the same thing, very different vibes,
sure,
same thing, right?
Yeah,
because the country is doing it as a celebration, right?
Yeah.
They also moved. This is the same year that they moved the Liberty Bell to the now new location new location.
Okay.
Then they build a brand new building and move the Liberty Bell, right? Because now
it's right next to Independence Hall.
Yeah, exactly.
It's its own building.
Yeah. Because now what's the Independence Bell that's there, or what?
I don't know what's actually in the thing.
Yeah. Anyway, not the actual Liberty Bell, but
that's a different episode.
Yeah. So that was cool. They did it in preparation because they knew the 4th of July was going to be huge.
Yeah.
But yet being James, you would see this coming months down the road.
Oh, dude,
I'd be
my blue pants on. I'd have my hat. I'd have my New Balances ready. I don't know why. Because they're white. James is a dad? I don't know. James is married.
Let's look at the stats. 30-year-old, married.
I got 2 kids.
2 kids. Minimum.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I've got a couple pairs of shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's I think it would be more uncommon for him not to have kids by the age of 30.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was this funny thing that they said that somebody was like, I remember that I'm going to get this so wrong if there's not the Washington Zoo or the National Zoo. I'm not sure what the difference is or if I'm even getting the right zoo. Had their captured or their bison that they have on in the zoo had a baby.
Oh.
And they called it bicentennial. I quickly followed that up because I was like, that is awesome. I want a picture of bicentennial.
Yeah.
And most things I read up on were like, it probably was not born on that, because of the way that bison breed.
Yeah.
It doesn't line up with the time that they were thinking of.
Oh.
But that it is most likely that when they were born, they did name a bicentennial, but there's not one very famous.
Yeah.
As they were proclaiming it. I kind of wanted to go back and be like, you lied to me. But I'm not going to go ahead and do that.
Go get him, Daniel.
That
would have been nice. Oh, it could have been.
But this kind of leads me to just kind of the openness of the episode, more, I don't know if you have questions that maybe I can answer or just more thoughts on this kind of, like you said, little bit of I'm not going to say stagnant year, but it's just, there was a lot of things that happened surrounding it. It's
sure.
Almost kind of like the silent generation. So many things happen around it that,
yeah, it doesn't stick out.
It doesn't stick out as much.
Yeah. I don't know that I have any other questions. I have one other thing I looked at since we live in Springfield.
Yeah, go for it.
We might have been a little bit worried about John Wayne Gacy.
Oh.
Because he was doing his thing, which was not good, between 72 and 78 in Chicago. So we probably would have been kind of worried once we started hearing about that. Maybe not really. I don't know when it started hitting the news and whatnot. But,
right. Gacy is the clown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Very much not good. But that would have been the right time and place.
There you go.
So there you go.
He would have definitely been keeping up with that.
That would have been a worry if it was in the news, to whatever degree that was in the news. Usually, I feel like that one kind of like went quick. You know what I mean? It was just like, oh wait, we just figured this out. What this guy's been doing for the last 6 years. Not cool. So that's as close as that got. I don't know. I suppose. I mean, this is episode 50. We're long, and that's fine. And if you're still here, thank you. But do you want to do a short little reflection on our first 50 episodes?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I don't know. Do you have like a favorite?
Ooh, I was actually thinking about this a lot, especially because reflections, right? Like just kind of looking back the last 50 years, now looking back at the last 50 episodes. I think, and I think you know this, a lot of the episodes I liked, Shackleton, it's always going to be up there.
Yeah.
Desert Shrimp for me is a good one. Just because it was fun. It was our first episode. We didn't know what we were doing and just kind of winging it and just kind of going for it.
I think the beautiful thing about that one that people don't know is that we recorded that one with the full intent of throwing it away.
Yeah.
And just practicing and seeing what it was like to record and just fully expecting to throw it away. And it was like, you know what? Let's just post it.
And let's just do it. So much from it. Like so much.
Yeah.
But I have been really like since my wife, she was a little behind.
Yeah.
On some, like
you've kind of got to relive a little bit of it.
She did all the newer episodes that we were releasing in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or whatever. She kind of like did the last 6 ones, whatever.
Okay.
And then we had to go back and kind of going through back to Kowloon.
Yeah. Dude, Kowloon was fun.
I'm just like, I started deep diving into like I want to know more.
Yeah.
There has to be more.
Yeah.
I know that we had talked about like video games that they have adapted and all this stuff, like pop culture references and all this, cyberpunk kind of esque thing. And it just makes me want to be more into that, like dive in more.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's so much more to learn from that than even what we explored.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, we only spent an hour on these things.
And the fact that that one episode still piques my interest of discovery of the same subject.
Yeah.
It's so cool to me because that just means even though we've talked about it, we can still talk about it again.
Yeah, right.
And things like that keep lingering in your mind is cool. Makes me want to explore more and do that. That's why like when I was being reflective of this, that's why I said it doesn't do it justice to do a top 50 things of, the last 50 years, because there's so many things I think they deserve their own episode.
You're right.
And we will get around to them because the last 50 years is nothing compared to like the next 50. And we need to reflect on these before we like move forward. It's going to be awesome. I think just talking about 1 year, we can find the duds and we can find the highs and the lows, right?
Yeah, sure.
Just imagine what 50 years we can find. Like, man, I will say this episode has challenged me to use the Wayback Machine for the New York Times.
So cool. What a fun find.
And that I know will give me a story that probably trickled down like into the sidewalk. Like it fell through the cracks, right?
Sure.
But it's just going to be there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh. And it was $50. It's crazy that it was $50 for an entire year.
Cool.
For New York Times. And I'm like, okay,
send it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun too. Cause like whatever topic you end up coming up with and whatever that next so many odd episodes that you end up doing, it would be kind of fun to go back and find articles about that. Cause like, does it go back far enough to the World's Fair time?
Right.
Like, I don't know if it goes back to the 1890s, you know what I mean? To where you could be like, New York going against Chicago, trying to get this thing, World's Fair coming up. You know what I mean? That would be so cool. That would be fun. So that's awesome that they still have that.
Before I forget, I think it'd be bad if I didn't at least mention it. We don't have to dive into it, but the Enterprise was in 76. The spaceship.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
the Star Trek?
No. Like NASA.
Oh. Duh. I should know that. I'm okay sounding dumb. That's funny.
But I was like, I need to mention that.
Yeah.
Like, that was another big thing. Yeah.
Shuttle programs in the 70s and 80s. That's right.
So I was like, I need to at least drop it in there. Be like, I did do research, guys. I did. Boom. I need to put that in there.
There you go. Which the shuttle, that deserves its own episode too,
Yeah.
because it was crazy.
Yep.
Like the only thing that comes to mind, like at the very top of my mind with that one is like their chances of something going catastrophically wrong were far greater than everything them having a successful mission.
Yeah.
And they flew it.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
So like,
It's like the fact that bad stuff happened on those programs, it was completely like that was the most likely outcome.
like
It's just crazy they even did it.
Like I started like, like I said, researched a lot. And then I got fixated on this one and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to stop because this is an episode in itself.
Yeah.
And I could just go on forever. It's crazy.
The variety episodes are tough because it just makes you want to do all of it.
Yeah. But I mean, this would be another big thing that happened that year. So
that is a big thing.
There's a lot of like things that I think are still worth looking into, but there's a lot of cool things that still made its impact.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
How about yourself, McKyler? You got anything reflective on the last 49?
It's gone fast. Is the biggest takeaway, and I have just as much passion for this as when we first started thinking about it. And I just think it's a ton of fun. And I hope that everyone else who listens still finds it fun.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I still get feedback from close family.
Yeah.
But you wonder, you see numbers kind of wiggle around and I don't know, you wonder who's out there listening. Like, do you like it or do you just do it because you're being nice?
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's my biggest fear about the podcast is that the number just is what it is because we have a very good, loving group of people around us.
Right.
Which, thank you. But I do hope that you look forward to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As much as we do, yeah.
To it. I, even if you're not having fun out there, I am, and I think we'll still do it for a while. Yeah,
because this is one of our hobbies.
Exactly, it's a hobby, man. So I think it's a ton of fun. And I think I will just put. It's hard to pick out a favorite episode,
right?
But one that like sticks with me. That is, I would even maybe throw it in underrated. Is lava lamps. I mean, my goodness, we have one every episode on our desk, lit up. And we're like, if we don't turn it on, which has only happened once.
Yes.
And we got to the end of the episode and we had a panic attack. Like we did the whole thing and the thing wasn't up. This sucks. I mean, we got through it.
Yeah, right.
But like, that's like, we got to get it turned on. We got to get warmed up. So that way it's bubbling by the time we start going.
That is true.
And I think that one really captured who we are as people
I
and
would agree.
The spirit of the show.
Yeah.
So I think if I were to, pitch an episode of, hey, listen to us, that might be the one. I don't know that I would send Shackleton. Get there. Go find Shackleton. Yeah. That's fine. Love that one. That was fun to do. I think lava lamps is like a really good example of what we're trying to do here.
Yeah, I would agree.
Learn something, have fun, and just kick it.
Yeah, because you'll learn something cool, but also learn something silly.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Have a good time with it.
Exactly. And like you're saying, just continuing to be curious about the things that you've already been curious on. It's just like get that brain moving and chugging and don't just like, you know what I mean? Don't fall into that conformity of that mush culture that we talked about earlier. Like, think for yourself and go wonder.
Yeah.
And, And yes, do go look stuff up, but think about it and wonder and expand and take it somewhere and just imagine a little bit.
That I feel like that's what we are all about. Yeah.
I think so. That's our mission statement. It's really long.
Boom. Put it on a shirt.
It's just really small.
I just imagine like the Willy Wonka thing that they have to sign where the words start really big and then they get really small.
Yes. That's what we're here. Yes. That's why we're here, folks. Oh, man.
But folks,
1976, baby.
1976. There was research done, but it was research for future episodes. This was a reflective one.
A little reflective, a little bit wondery.
So there was a lot of research done. But if you want to even know more about 1976, go out there and do your own research. Stay curious.
And tell your friends.